Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam ala rasul wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa man wala amma ba'du. Then we're back with the 10th ayah from Surah al-Fajr, which means we and reached the 10th night of Ramadan in the year 1444 after the hijrah of al-Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And therefore, basically 1/3 of Ramadan is past. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make what remains of it better than what has passed, and that we are able to achieve more in the end than we have in the beginning. Allah Azza wa Jalla says in this ayat, وَفِرْعَوْنَ ذِي الْأَوْتَادِ فِرْعَوْنَ ذِي الْأَوْتَادِ. And of course, this all goes back, if we want to understand it, goes back to Alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka bi'ad. Have you not seen what your Lord did with Ad? Alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka bi Fir'aun. Have you not seen what your Lord did with Fir'aun? So first he did it with Ad, with Thamud, wa Fir'aun. Fir'aun, as we know, is the famous king or leader at the time. And this is his title, not his name. This is his title, not his name. Like Najashi is the name of the king at the time in Ethiopia, and Fir'aun was the name of the king in Misr. And I believe Hirakal, I could be wrong. But anyway, these are names of the leader. Names are the title of the leader and not their names themselves. No, Azim Rum. Azim was the title, right? Azim was the title. Fir'aun was the title. Aziz was the name of the, is the title. So Fir'aun is his title, not his actual name. So Alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka bi Fir'aun or bi Ad wa Fir'aun. The is the majrur form of dhu, meaning the owner of and the possessor of, just like that which was feminine, right? That which is feminine, because we're talking about the Qabila, or we could be talking about the Medina as well. Al-Awtad. Al-Awtad is the plural of watad. Watad. Right? Meaning stakes. It could be a tent stake, like when you make it and you have to pull lines to hold it up, and then you poke a stake in the ground, right? And they say that this otad refers to the stakes. And he was known like this. Fir'aun was known as Dhil Otad or Dhul Otad because of how big his army was, and when they camped, how many stakes they needed to camp. Right? One meaning of Otad. Another meaning are stakes, like when you when you want to torture someone, then you might hang them on a stake or put their head on a stake or their bodies on a stake. And they say that could be from wood or from steel. And this is how Fir'aun used to punish his enemies, by hitting them or hanging them on these stakes. So he was known by this cruel punishment. وَفِرْعَوْنَ ذِي الْأَوْتَادِ. So this is the meaning of Otad, as we said, the plural of watad. And it also, so it could be Dhil Otad, referring to the army, how big it was. And the reason they're referred to Dhil Otad is because when they camped, they needed a lot of stakes for their tents since there were so many of them. And also, it could be the stakes that he used to torture his enemies on. Or and neither one of them he could need a lot of tent stakes as well as be known with stakes. Tayyib, that's the meaning of the words. There's only a few words. So what's the grammar? The grammar, inshallah, is easy. The waw is the waw harf atf. Fir'aun is ismu ma'tuf ala thamud or ala iram or ala al-ad. Either way it goes, it's ma'tuf to either thamud or to iram or to ad. They're all, this is the original one, ma'tuf alay, and these are the things that it are being connected to. So it is majroor, it is ma'tuf, therefore it is majroor, wa alamatu jarrihi al-fatha li'annahu mamnu' min as-sarf, because it is mamnu' min as-sarf. It does not take tanween and it does not take a kasr when it is majroor. Rather, it takes a fatha. And this is due to it being a foreign name. The, as we said, is a not or a sifa to Fir'aun. Therefore, dhu became the. Wa alamatu jarrihi al-ya al-awtad. Al-awtad is mudaf ilayh majroor. So this is simple. Mudaf ilayh majroor. طيب. So we have a comment here. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. طيب. The tafsir of this is just pretty much similar to the translation, as we said. وَفِرْعَوْنَ ذِي الْأَوْتَادِ, meaning, أَلَمْ تَرَى يَا نَبِي, يَا Rasul, did you not see, O Prophet, O Messenger, كَيْفَ أَنْتَقَمَ اللَّهُ كَذَلِكَ مِنْ فِرْعَوْنَ صَاحِبِ الْأَوْتَادِ. Have you not seen how Allah Azza wa Jal has taken revenge against Fir'aun, the companion of the Otad? And we said that the Otad could be referring to the army, could be referring to the army, his soldiers, right? Referring to his soldiers. And because there was a lot of soldiers, they had to have a lot of tents and a lot of stakes to throw or to torture people with or to fight with, as well as the tents needed stakes. And they would hammer them in when they settled down in an area, and so there were so many of them. Also, it is also said that Otad is the pyramids, which are well known. The pyramids, which are well known. Ibn Ashur, al-Sha'rawi, Atiyya Salam, al-Maraghi, all of them said that Otad could be the pyramids, which are well known. Or it could be Otad, as we said, could be stakes made out of wood or steel. And this is the position of Ibn Jarir, or one of his positions. And the statement of some of the Salaf, according to him, like Mujahid and Qatada and Abu Rafi' was Sa'id ibn Jubair, wal Hasan, and others, meaning that they used to take these Otad from wood or from steel, and they would punish the people with them, either by stabbing them or hanging their bodies on them or whatever they would do. So this is the meaning of Otad. This is the meaning of Otad. showing how great Fir'aun's army was. This is showing you how great his army was and what they had, what kind of strength that they had, how many numbers and what kind of strength that they had, thinking that nothing could match them until the fact that Fir'aun, he said, I am your Lord the Most High. And so Allah Azza wa Jal is addressing the dhulm and the oppression and the sins that this person has done and showing you. He thought he was this great, yet here we are. And then we still haven't gotten to the muqsam alayh, what Allah is swearing about, this ayat number 14. A few more days and we'll get there, inshallah ta'ala. طيب, this is the end of the tafsir of 10 from Surah al-Fajr. We'll meet tomorrow with ayat number 11 bi'idhnillahi. We'll close out now and come back in around 8 or 9 minutes for the 10th ayat from Surah al-Mulk. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.